The Cincinnati Bengals will don special uniforms for their Thursday night football home game against the Pittsburgh Steelers. They will wear their all-white uniforms that have been their alternates since 2022. Cincinnati has worn those all-white uniforms at least once in every season since then, and are 4-1 while wearing those uniforms. The Bengals have even worn them on the road, and did so when they came to Pittsburgh in 2022. They defeated the Steelers 37-30 in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is looking to move to 2-0 in the AFC North and extend their lead over the rest of the teams in the division. As it stands right now, the Bengals are second place in the division, but the Steelers have the ability to create more distance with a win in Week 7. Pittsburgh already created some distance between themselves and the Cleveland Browns with a 23-9 win in Week 6. The Baltimore Ravens sit at 1-5 and will be on their bye week. Quarterback Lamar Jackson is expected to return after the bye week. Pittsburgh is 0-6 in divisional road games on Thursday Night Football under Mike Tomlin. They sit at 2-8 under Tomlin in true road games on Thursday Night Football. Pittsburgh Steelers wide receiver DK Metcalf had some choice words for the Cleveland Browns after Sunday's victory. The Steelers' 23-9 victory was Metcalf's first taste of the AFC North rivalry following an offseason trade to Pittsburgh. He enjoyed himself during the convincing win that moved the Steelers to 4-1 this season. I don't want to get into divisional rivalries or anything of that nature. But I mean, it was fun kicking the Browns' expletive on Sunday, Metcalf said, per Chris Adamski of the Pittsburgh Tribune-Review. Metcalf had some room to talk after a solid performance. He posted 4 catches for 95 yards and a touchdown against the Browns. The Steelers now lead the AFC North with a 4-1 record. The Bengals are 2-4, but are playing without their starting quarterback, Joe Burrow. The Ravens, who were the preseason favorite in the division, have stumbled to 1-5, losing their last 2 convincingly, with 2-time MVP Lamar Jackson sidelined. The Browns fell to 1-5 after their loss to the Steelers on Sunday. Steelers coach Mike Tomlin also took shot at Browns. Metcalf was not the only member of the Steelers to shade the Browns after the matchup. Steelers coach Mike Tomlin also made his feelings clear on Cleveland trading veteran quarterback Joe Flacco to the QB-needy Bengals. Andrew Berry must be a lot smarter than me or us, Tomlin said, because it doesn't make sense to me to trade a quarterback that you think enough of to make your opening day starter to a division opponent that's hurting in that area. But that's just my personal feelings. The Browns landed a 5th-round pick in return for Flacco, whom they benched ahead of Week 6 in favor of rookie Dylan Gabriel. The Bengals, meanwhile, acquired a veteran quarterback they hope can help stabilize their offense with Burrow sidelined. It certainly made sense from Cincinnati's perspective, Tomlin said. He can throw the football, and he's always been able to throw the football. Arm strength, arm accuracy, anticipatory passer, fluid movement through progressions. That's always been his game. Flacco went 1-3 as the starter in Cleveland, passing just 815 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 6 interceptions. Browns reeling after loss to Steelers. The Browns have bigger problems than a division rival talking some smack. Cleveland's offense is a mess, ranking near the bottom of the NFL in just about every category. The Browns have not scored more than 17 points in 11 straight games dating back to last season. For things to turn around for the Browns, a lot has to change in a hurry. For us, the focus is on being better as an offense, and that goes into a bunch of different areas, Stefanski said. I know I can be better for this football team. I know I can certainly be better for this offense. But our focus is on making sure that we all do our part in getting this thing going. The Browns have a chance to get on track this week as they host the 1-5 Miami Dolphins. Cleveland is a 2.5-point favorite for the matchup, per ESPN BET. It's no secret that the Pittsburgh Steelers have been searching for a true number 2 wide receiver to complement the club's unquestioned alpha, DK Metcalf. This endeavor dates back to the offseason, albeit to no avail. However, recent intel from ESPN's Jeremy Fowler suggests a prime opportunity may have finally arisen in the form of the Las Vegas Raiders' Jakobi Meyers. Meyers requested a trade back in August after contract extension talks stalled, though the Raiders quickly shot him down. He's been a trooper since, continuing to show up to work with a positive mindset until something gives, which Fowler suggests could happen soon. Citing Meyers' documented desire for a change of scenery, Fowler thinks the veteran wideout may finally get his wish. Knowing this, it's hard not to think of the Steelers as an ideal suitor. Obvious Steelers target emerges after NFL insider names Raiders' Jakobi Meyers as potential trade candidate. Teams I've spoken to believe the Raiders are open to trading wide receiver Jakobi Meyers, but are not actively trying to move him, Fowler wrote. The sense is the Raiders would prefer to play out the season before making major determinations about the roster. But Meyers requested a trade in the preseason, so a potential deal feels at least on the table. Given what's transpired between Meyers asking out of Las Vegas and now, it makes sense for the Raiders to send the seventh-year pro elsewhere. They're 2-2-4 with little hope of salvaging what's shaping up to be a disappointing and lost campaign. His expiring salary does nothing for them in the long run. Why not try to recoup some value for him? Moreover, the Raiders have an intriguing trio of pass catchers in 2023 third-round selection Trey Tucker and rookies Jack Beck and Donnie Thornton. Ensuring the young guys get meaningful playing time should be a point of emphasis for Las Vegas moving forward in 2025. Meyers is the biggest roadblock to making that vision a reality, soaking up a 93% offensive snap share rate. Enter the 4-1 Steelers, eyeing their first AFC North title since 2020 with hopes of snapping a 4-game wild card losing streak in the playoffs. Meyers fits right in with an experienced black and gold squad focused on the present, and there's a clear role for him to step into. He'd give 41-year-old quarterback Aaron Rodgers another much-needed weapon to work with. Since 2021, Meyers has recorded at least 67 receptions and 804 receiving yards annually. His combination of consistency and productivity would be a welcome addition for the Steelers' group of improving playmakers behind Metcalf. Moreover, the former's ability to thrive in the short to intermediate areas pairs well with the latter's field-stretching prowess.